All right, said Matthew McConaughey after he saw the New York Rangers re-sign Jimmy Vesey to a 2-year, $800,000 per year extension. What a great extension by GM Chris Drury here. To lock up a pretty strong piece of your bottom six for 25 grand over next year's league minimum. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. This is courtesy of Jay Fresh, as always. You know, I love using his cards. Jimmy Vesey's player card for this season. Even strength defense at an 86th percentile, damn. Penalty killing in the 98th percentile, damn. And a bunch of other miscellaneous stats. Honestly, I'm not worried about Jimmy Vesey's even strength offense. Honestly, the fact that it's in the 40th percentile, I actually think is pretty damn good considering he is, again, a literal bottom six forward. Jimmy Vesey, like, what a pleasant surprise he's been, you know, since coming back to the Rangers. The Jimmy Vesey that the Rangers traded away back in, was it 2018 now, was a much different player. He was a guy that we all thought to be a middle six, top six scoring forward, and that's kind of what he played for. Whereas since moving on, he's adapted his game to this really solid bottom six, forechecking, penalty killing, defensive orientated two-way forward that really is the jack of all trades, master of none at this juncture in time. And it's pretty cool to see that evolution. Like, seriously, when we left this guy behind, I didn't see any NHL career for him because I just didn't think he wasn't good enough to be a top six scoring threat, and he wasn't defensive. He wasn't really defensively or forechecking wise suited for a bottom six role, and he's really turned into a great bottom six forward that can forecheck and play great defense. So I'm super happy for Jimmy Vesey, and it's going to be interesting to see how this contract turns out for him and the Rangers, because to tell you the truth, with the way the salary cap's looking, I would not be surprised if Jimmy Vesey plays out like the remaining year on this contract and the 2 years that he got on the extension. I would not be surprised if he's here for all 3 years, and playing a consistent role during all 3 of those years. But then again, stuff can change any second. And push comes to shove, like if worst comes to worst, if it doesn't work out and the Rangers can't move him, we'll just send him to the minors. I don't believe he'll count towards the cap at all because it's such a $800K. It's not really like a big money thing. So yeah, pretty good deal for the New York Rangers, Jimmy Vesey. Vesey this season for the Rangers, 12 points in 38 games. Sorry, I have my glass on. In 38 games, 0.32 points per game. 2 game-winning goals, by the way. Shooting around 10%. If we take a look at his miscellaneous statistics. Where are the miscellaneous stats? Oh, whoopsies. I need miscellaneous. Thank you. So Vesey's got 6.02 hits per 60, 52 hits. Does not give away the puck a lot. Blocks the puck a good amount. And has significantly more takeaways than giveaways per hour. Does not miss a net very often. Everyone misses the net. It's New York Rangers. But seriously, for the Rangers as a whole, if we go to specifically the New York Rangers and see how Vesey projects as a bottom six forward in his rates in the miscellaneous in particular, if you look at his blocks per 60, despite not really playing very much, was the blocks per 60 I was looking for? Was it hits? Well, yeah. See, look, right in the middle of the pack in blocks per 60 and hits per 60 minutes, right in the middle of the pack. Like Jimmy Vesey, for a guy that's making the least amount of money on the team, as the smallest cap hit, has been an incredibly effective player. Like, he's been absolutely awesome for the New York Rangers. Hold on, let me adjust that games played. Let's go 20 games played. That way, here we go. That'll even it out a little bit more. There we go, 7-19. Like, seriously, he's just been awesome. He's gone above and beyond where anyone expected or projected him to be at this point in the season. Like, seriously, like when we signed Jimmy Vesey, we all figured, 13th forward, whatever. He's actually been a pretty important part and a pretty big part of the Rangers' bottom six this season. He's moved up and down the lineup. He's been effective in every role we've put him in. It's a pleasant surprise that the Rangers make a depth signing that is working out as well as Jimmy Vesey has this season. Now, the more important part about this video, aside from just, you know, giving freaking Jimmy Vesey a double wrister and thanking him for everything he's done for the Rangers this season, is how screwed the Rangers are cap-wise going forward and why this deal is as important as it is. So I went ahead and I did a little Rangers roster projection, assuming there are no moves made at all going into next season. With the cap only projected to go up to $83.5 million, the Rangers have to re-sign Vitaly Kravtsov, Libor Hayek, Zach Jones, Alexi Lafreniere, Keandre Miller, to name a few. I might have said Miller twice. I don't remember. But yeah, with a 22-man roster next season, assuming the Rangers do not sign a new backup goalie and make Louis Domingue their backup, sign Dmitry Kulikov to an incredibly team-friendly deal. Do the same with Nick Bonino or a Nick Bonino type. Sign Philip Hedl to a Boone Jenner-esque deal. Boone Jenner's pop-off deal, coming off a bridge, being roughly 4.72% of the cap, which is roughly what I gave Philip Hedl there, 3.4. And taking a Brady Shea, Ryan McDonough type deal between 6.5 and 7.25 roughly percentage of cap hit. Yeah, 6.6 and 7.31% of the cap hit, given that the Keandre Miller on a 7 to 8 year deal. So using a lot of contract comparables to get team-friendly deals to lock in these guys so the Rangers can continue to not only win but actually build an NHL roster. And this is kind of what we're looking at. The Rangers would have 3 entry-level contracts on this team, and Cooley, Ottman, and Braden Schneider. 5 guys making or 6 guys making $1 million or less and still press up against the cap. You know, the Rangers really are in a tough spot going next season. I also give Lafreniere the exact deal that Capo Caco got. The same 2-year, $2.1 million ridge deal. Man, the Rangers are really just, they have no friggin' money. Like, none at all. Now, granted, this is what goes on next season. So, Barclay Goodrow has a modified no-trade clause. They could ask Barclay Goodrow to submit a list of teams he would be traded to. Jacob Trouba and Chris Kreider have full no-movement clauses going into the next season. Now, if all works out and somehow the Rangers do make the cap work next season, the year after next, Jacob Trouba's full no-movement clause goes to a modified no-trade in the 2024-2025 season. So that means going into that offseason when Braden Schneider and Capo Caco are due extensions, that the Rangers would be able to move Jacob Trouba's salary, assuming that he would submit his no-trade list, and there are teams that he could oblige to. So, 15-team no-trade list. So that would be roughly half the league that he could veto a trade to, which, in other words, Trouba's probably going to only pick playoff contending teams, and there's not a strong chance the Rangers can be able to dump his contract on the team, but it's an option nonetheless. Not that anyone's going to really want to hear this either, but Chris Kreider, I can spell great. Where is Cristobal? Thank you, Cristobal. Chris Kreider's full no-movement clause also turns into a modified no-trade, no-move clause in the 2024-2025 season, a 15-team no-trade list. Now, if this is super complicated, the Rangers really are in a tough spot money-wise, and with the cap really not projected to jump up as much as they rumored it to jump up going into next season, the Rangers are going to need to continue to make smart signings like Jimmy Vesey and extend them for pennies on the dollar deals. These are things that like the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Pittsburgh Penguins have done for years and gotten success out of it. Getting guys on a incredibly team-friendly deal, having them play above and beyond of what they expected of them, and then continuing to re-sign them to team-friendly deals. So, yeah, the Rangers got to find a way to continue to do this, because without it, we are in deep shit. I mean, dude, seriously, we don't have a full roster going into next season. I made 2 ridiculously, team-friendly. So assuming we have 5 team-friendly deals, and Cooley and Ottman can both crack the NHL roster next season, the Rangers just slide by with a 22-man roster. That's dangerous. Like, we have no friggin' money. So, I don't know what the Rangers are going to do next season money-wise. I don't even have Vitaly Kravtsov on this roster. So, yeah. Really tough sledding for the Rangers up ahead. But anyways, that was just maybe showcase potential implications and of the future of the Rangers and why the Jimmy Vesey signing is as good as it is. But you guys comment below. What are your thoughts on the Jimmy Vesey extension? 2 years, $800K a year. I mean, that is just freaking amazing. It's $25K over the league minimum allowed for next season. That's freaking awesome. And what do you guys think about the Rangers cap situation coming up? Like, who do you guys envision being moved? But honestly, I see Barclay Goodrow as the most likely candidate. I just don't know who's going to take him. The year after that would obviously be Kreider and Trouba, and in between, I honestly have no idea. So you guys comment below. What are your thoughts on the Rangers going forward? Yesterday, tomorrow, and the next day? Big win. Big win last night. Won a lot of money on that game. Sound I didn't win shit, but still, I hit 3 of my 6, which is not enough. But either way, it's fine. You guys comment below your thoughts on the Rangers. Yeah, I think we play tomorrow night. So I'll see you then. Peace out.